This is RadioOnFire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here. Friday night, feeling good. How's everybody doing? We got some special guests in the building. Please introduce yourselves.
It's your girl, Firenation Flamez in the building. What's good?
It's your boy, Lights Out, 144 representative. What up, though?
All right, so like, where y'all from?
Springfield, Mass. 413 stand up.
Okay.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 215. What it is, though?
Okay, all right. So we got some music that we were playing earlier for y'all got here, and so we gonna talk some music. We're gonna talk about where y'all from. We're gonna talk about upcoming events and you know all that. So let's start with you. Where did your musical journey start, and how did it start?
My musical journey started at 7. I was a rebellious kid. You know, you got that mom that hears everything from like 7 years away. So I couldn't really say what I wanted to say when I was in trouble. So I started writing, and writing turned into poetry, and my poetry turned into music, and I just never stopped.
Who did you who inspired you to go that route?
Wow, I have a lot of inspirations. I love Radiga, always. I love Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill. I'm a big fan of Evanescence. I have just a lot of influences. I'm very old school. My father had me on a lot of KRS-One and, of course, Wu-Tang. And it came from everywhere, but it was all about the essence of knowing who you are and having a message. So for me to be able to tell my life story was just that. It was hip-hop.
Where did your journey start?
Not as like hers, but my journey started like just listening to the game of hip hop and like just falling in love with the rhythmic patterns and how they spit metaphors, and just maybe it's like it was teaching you, and that like when the game taught you, it just made you want to do it too. Like if you could do it, it made you want to. And it couldn't. Everyone couldn't do it back then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you could actually, it's like playing basketball. If you could play basketball, you wanted to do it because could nobody do it as good as you did it. But when you were writing, it was that much sharper of a tool that you had with your mind versus your athletic ability. So that's what, like, as soon as I found out that I was okay and I was good, I had to keep going and just, like, I'm chasing Rakim still. You know what I'm saying? I'm chasing Nas. I'm chasing Big L. Like, salute to all the rappers that's doing it now, but I'm chasing the cats that came before me. You know what I mean? Jay, you know what I'm saying? Kumo D. Like, everybody that did it before me, I'm chasing them. So I'm not done running because I ain't catching them no time soon.
So you named some, some heavy hitters, some legendary people. So I can assume that those are people that influenced you.
Huge. Shout out to LL Cool J because he's like probably my biggest influence.
Yeah,
I love Cool J. Like, I
think this is probably gonna sound crazy, but I think he's underrated from the standpoint of, I mean, in his time he was that guy, but further removed from that time, I think that people kind of sleep on him and the stuff that he was doing.
He stayed relevant consistently.
Yeah,
like he was in the game for what? Before he stopped, almost 30 years.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's actually my favorite.
Like, yeah, that's my favorite rapper of all time. Like, I love him to death. Because anytime you can still be yours, like he was himself the entire time. Like everyone started saying, oh, he started making girl songs. His name is Ladies Love Cool J. You know what I'm saying? That's his name. Yeah. So that's what he's going to cater to. Like, I'm confused at what the situation is.
Shouldn't be a surprise.
It shouldn't be a surprise. But then he gave you Cannot Bust when it was time to. You know what I'm saying? He gave you,
many other disciplines.
4-3-2. He gave you 4-3-2-1 when it was time to. You know what I'm saying? So he just did what he needed to do, like everyone else did, to chase the money, like we're all doing now. Well, not we all, but you know what I mean.
For you being a female in the game, what kind of reaction did you get from family and friends that you were taking this music thing serious? My
family and my friends, they were excited about it. They would tell me all the time that I was depriving the world. So, because I was really private about it. It was just me telling my story. And at some point, they were like, you're telling more than just your story. So it became bigger than me. And once I realized it was bigger than me, it just made me tell my story more.
Bigger than you from the standpoint of you needing to reach many people with what you're saying, and then being able to relate to it?
It was the voice of the overlooked and underheard. So I realized that my music and my lyrics were things that people, you know, who felt like no one was listening, no one cared. My story was someone else's story. And because I wasn't afraid to stand up and say it, I was standing up not just for myself but for others. So it became something big for me.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is.
That's a lot of pressure.
Diamonds are made with pressure. So
yeah, no doubt. So what kind of reaction did you get from your family and friends? You know what I'm saying, about the music?
Well, I'm from Philly, so everyone happened to rap. So they thought it was a bad idea.
Oh, so they thought it was a bad idea?
They thought it was a bad idea because everyone was doing it. Especially when I had started, everyone, like, Figures was still out. State Property just started flourishing. Philly's Most Wanted hit came out, so everyone was doing it. Like, it was demos everywhere. Like,
I like Major Figures.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to no gas station in the city without getting a demo.
No doubt.
So since everyone was doing real talk, since everyone was doing it, it was like, well, is that the lane you want to go into? I mean, why don't you just get a real job? Like, that whole real job talk. But you gotta do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you feel and what's true to you. And saying that's one of the things I learned from this one. Like, you gotta stay true to yourself and keep pushing forward. When, like, whether people want you to do it or not, you gotta stay true to your heart and just push through whatever you want to push through and make it yours.
What was, I guess, the break? Like, when did you realize that you were on the right path and you saw that other people saw it?
When she got hit by a car.
It was real for me the day I was on the phone with Smooth Masterpiece. A big ups to Smooth Masterpiece. I had a lot of people tell me, oh, you know, you do it. And also big ups to Camelot Records in Virginia. My friends were they were always with me. And I was like, you know, I don't want time. No one wants to give me studio time. No one wants, you know, they're saying, oh, come back to it later. Just hold off. And I remember just being like, I'm tired of waiting. And I put my money where my mouth was, basically. And I was like, all right, I'm going to build this studio myself. They don't want me to make it, I'm gonna take it. So I put the money in, I built the studio in my bedroom. My people was like, you gonna do it, we gonna stand with you. Next thing you know, I was on the phone with Smooth Bass Beats. And he was like, it's your time. I'm gonna put your light on. And I looked him in his face and I said, you give me the ball, I won't let it drop. And we've been going ever since.
That's big. That's big.
That's bars.
What about you? When did that moment hit you that you saw that other people took what you was doing serious and it was like a?
This is gonna be really crazy, but last October. I've been rapping for a lot of years. I performed in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Massachusetts, where she's from. But I went to a studio session with Judah Priest in 144 for the very first time. And I was the only one that, like, everyone else knew each other. So I was like the only one that wasn't known by the rest of them except for Judah. And we were in Massachusetts. We were in Virginia. We were in Virginia. So we drove to Virginia, did a session, and I had to walk in knowing no one. And we were spitting on, like, we couldn't, you know, like you write and then go to the studio. We had to write on the spot. Like, he put the beat on, you had to write right then, spit your verse, get out the booth. Somebody else comes in, it was an assembly line. I spit this verse that we wrote then, and everyone stopped in the room. Everybody.
Wow.
Including Judah. Like, everyone was like, I was like, oh, all right. I mean, it's not a hobby anymore. I mean, because I retired for a while. I was going for 3 years. Because it wasn't doing enough. Like, you put a lot, like, if you really want to chase it, you put a lot of money into this. From merchandising yourself, from paying for promotion. A lot of money goes down the drain if you don't see the end results. I'm not saying give up. But I was at the point that it was either feed my kids or chase the dream. And chasing the dream wasn't worth my kids. Mm-hmm. So when Judah pulled me to the side, I was like, I need you to be a part of this group. Judah Priest is like, that's my big brother. I've known him for years, but he's doing his thing right now. So when somebody that's on is telling you, yo, I need you, who are you to disrespect it? Who are you to not answer that call? So that's when I realized it was time for me to do that. And then I met Fire, and she confirmed it. So
how did y'all meet?
My man Smart Hawk over there, and he confirmed it. Yeah.
How did y'all meet?
During the lock and name.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was never it was all love. It wasn't like a competition or like you felt like it could have been like negative energy.
You got this.
I don't feel like it was competition. I feel that. Wait, shut up. We all came in there on a mission, and our mission was to show Judah Priest why we were the ones he chose.
True.
And shout out to my twin Judah. It meant a lot to all of us, and we all had a point to prove, not only to him but to ourselves. And being in a room full of talent where you don't know what they're about to drop on that mic before you, so you better give it. You gotta give it what you got. And it was just like, you're next. Let's go.
Just like that.
He was dropping beats, and it was like, you write to this, you write to this, you write to this. 5 minutes.
Right. It was.
Meet me in the booth. We sat in this lock-in for 72 hours and recorded the whole album. Like, Judah Priest is not a game. We weren't there to play. There was, don't pull nothing that's already pre-written. You better have it. Do you have it or not?
Right.
So if anything was the competition, we were competition to ourselves because we had a point to prove. So everybody else, we had that point. We all had the point to prove. So when we going in there, you better give it what you got, because if the next person outshine you, you have no one to blame but yourself. So that's why I say it was really no competition.
Ooh.
What?
Okay,
I'm snitching.
That's fair. Somebody that has never heard you before, never heard any of your music, how would you describe it to them?
I'm a unique breed, telling a story that needs to be heard. I think that someone would hear me and say, wow, she's bringing back something that we haven't heard in a while, but it's not what we've already heard. She's doing it in her own way. That's why I don't label myself as a rapper. I label myself as a lyrical feminist, because I am my own breed. I am my own lane. I can't be duplicated.
Bars.
Like, he writing you a whole.
I gotta start answering questions before she do. Like I really gotta start answering questions before she do.
It's not.
God, her questions is like Encyclopedia Britannica, and I'm answering like off the Bazooka Joe joint. Like, damn. Same question. What?
Yep, same question. Yeah.
I would like to think that, like, if I had to describe something, or if someone would describe me to someone, they would say that I'm an old school blend, like a reminiscent of like what hip hop should be and what it can be again, and with a younger flow. Like, I don't want to be Jay-Z. I don't want to be Nas, but I want you to be reminiscent of that time. I mean, that's what I want people to, like, if you that's what you should say. I hope that's what I hope I'm doing. What do you think? Don't steal my stuff. Don't steal my stuff.
Yeah. So I can understand that. So as far as the current wave, I guess like the trap wave, like where do y'all sit with that?
I'm not going to. I can go first. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. No, it's good music for the most part.
Yeah.
It's ear catching. The beats are bananas. You know what I'm saying? It's its own lane. It created its own lane, and it's flourishing. That's good. I listen to some of it. I don't knock any of it. That's the difference between, to me, rap and hip hop, though. Like, what's the new lane is to me is rap. I'm not hating on it. It's just rap. That's more of the business kind of what they think hip hop should be. Is the business is rap, while hip hop is the underground. That's the culture of it. It's the difference between the two. But I listen to all of that. It's like I listen to everything. So the young boys are doing their thing. I salute them all. I don't have a problem with them. What about you, Fire?
Okay. Well, for me, I don't hate it. I just feel that trap can be a little more versatile. I feel that there's too many trap artists that sound the same. So when I go somewhere, it sounds like everyone is saying the same, like, and I'm like, okay.
So the same flow.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, I love the beats. I'm a big fan of beats, but the beat is overpowering a lot of lyrics for me. And I feel that people need to really diversify. Like, it's one thing to do your trap music, you know, to each their own. You know, we all are versatile in our own ways. I can pretty much get on any beat and do what I want, but at the same time, I don't want to sound like everybody else. And a lot of times, that's what I get. You know, I've gone to a lot of shows where it's like back to like different artists, different looks, but they all sound like they got
you
the
can't
same
tell
song.
you can't tell the first 5. You don't tell when the song ends out of all 5.
Yeah,
it's like,
so
oh,
like
he's still on stage.
continue.
Oh, it's not the same guy. You're like, oh, I'm sorry.
So after a while, it's like, all right,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom now.
You know, so for me, I just feel that there's a different way that it can be approached. If you're gonna do trap, learn how, you know, do something different with the beat. Make a different melody with it. Bring something that everyone else isn't already doing.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times people are scared to be different.
Yeah.
Like they scared to stand out. Now, as far as social media, like how important has social media been to like the grind that y'all on?
You got it.
Or is it something that you like at all?
I'm not the biggest fan of social media. I utilize it because I do. I like to see people in person. I like it in real life. I like to network. I like to network in person. I feel that people forgot about the footwork that goes into the craft. I feel that people are spoiled. They get more entitled because you can buy your likes and views. I prefer to go out and get it. I like to shake your hand. I want you to see me, hear me, and understand who I am, rather than this beautiful little image that people can put on social media. That's just me. Will I use social media? Yes, because it's necessary right now, and that's what is used the most. But will I go out to events and tell you my name, give you my business card? Will I spit for you? Yes. Because I feel that there's a different kind of vibe you get from someone in person rather than seeing someone who puts $50 into promoting and you don't know if that's really people that are actually digging them or, hey, I just bought $100K followers. I'd rather know that the people that follow me really genuinely like Fire Nation. So,
and to piggyback off what she said, you can tell. Like when you go to a show and you book somebody and they got 5,000 followers and 2 people show up, then did you buy them? Like then that's the question that becomes to be asked. So I love social media, honestly, because like we're on social media now. Like this is what we do. But I do with her. I prefer the approach of the grind, like shaking people's hands, spitting. Because when you're at an event, especially nowadays, you get an event. It's rare now that you have a true cipher. At the end of the event, everybody's spitting and they're like, yeah, let's get it. People just spit and leave. Catch me on Twitter and then just roll out. There's no personability. I just made up that word. You like that?
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? There's no personalism. It's not, you can't get to know somebody through their social media. It's just at this, and then they give you what they want to be versus who they really are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a big difference. So it's like the disconnect is there. So yeah, you can be, right now, we can go outside right now and I can have a whole trunk of guns in my cousin's car and be like, this is my life. And just do it for 3 weeks straight and you'd believe it.
Well, repetition, yeah.
Right, because of the repetition.
Yeah.
And then I'm the same person though, when you run up on me, I might be coming out of McDonald's because that's my job. I'm not saying I work at McDonald's. Don't get that twisted. But I'm just saying, like, it's better to meet, because like, when you hear their music, it's easier. Matter of fact, it's easier to sell your music through social media because of your portrayal. You can portray a certain image and everyone sees that image, and the best way to buy something is to let people see it. Like when you have food commercials, you see a Big Mac that looks really, really good, all of a sudden you want that Big Mac. You get to Burger King and it looks horrible, you don't want it anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I bought it now, I gotta eat it. But it's not the same. You see like, oh, I want that. So when you see a person being who they are, it's like, oh, that person is really awesome. What, you hungry? That person's really awesome.
He did. It's okay.
I meant what I meant. I'm sorry. Food enthusiast over here. No, but like when you're selling yourself, like you can't sell yourself genuinely because the product is tainted. You're not giving them who you are, so it's easier to sell it because you can put whatever image you want and whatever packaging you want on a product and say that is you. And who's going to deny it unless people that know you? And people don't know you on social media. For real, for real. Like how many friends you got on social media, honestly?
People just follow me and I show them back.
Right. Like I think this is a low number, so I'm not proud of it, but I have like 210 followers. I know 190 of them. You know what I'm saying? I actually was that app thing that you're supposed to add. I got one of those, and it was like $50 for like 10,000 ads, and it was supposed to be legit. And I seen somebody that did it before, so I know that it's actually legit. But when it comes time, like I said, when it comes time to go to a show, and you're asking me where these 10,000 people at, what am I going to say? All of them had to work. You know what I'm saying? No one could get a babysitter.
But I mean, per capita, for the ratio that you know personally, that's really high. A lot of people is not like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is not like that. Where do y'all sit with this? So we have this debate here often, and I always like to get other people's perspective. Can you be the top guy if you have utilized a ghostwriter?
Ooh.
You can answer that one first.
Ooh.
And where do y'all sit with ghostwriting?
All right. This is gonna ruffle some feathers. I don't have a problem with ghostwriting if you own the fact that you have a ghostwriter. Like,
meaning,
like Diddy.
Meaning what?
We know Diddy had a ghostwriter.
Okay.
He owned that fact. So you're not telling it's like social media again. You're not telling your story. You're admitting that you're telling someone else's story. If you're having someone write for you and you're portraying it as it's you, and you're the top guy, that's an issue. Because you're not the top guy because you're not the one writing it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like if you're the top, if I wrote for you, not saying that, but if I wrote for you, and the crowd hears it and loves my lyrics, are you the top guy?
Well, see, I don't think it's that cut and dry. So I actually don't sit where y'all sit with this, because now let's go back to LL, since we both like LL.
Right.
So let's say that 90% of the LL records that we enjoyed, LL wrote. Mm-hmm. But let's say that 10%, let's say Mama Said Knock You Out, let's say Radio, let's say Rock the Bells.
Okay.
He didn't write those. Let's say that somebody else around, let's say, I don't know.
Let's say Run or somebody.
Right. That wrote them for him, right? But he wrote the 90%, and Run wrote those records and said, these records will not work for Run DMC. This is better for you, L. And L heard it and was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna add something to it. Maybe say the hooks wasn't there. Let's say he put the hooks in there. Run wrote the rhymes. And we just found this out yesterday. Does that diminish?
No, because it's not his catalog.
But I named 3 big hits.
You named 3 big hits, but it's still not his catalog. You see what I'm saying? Like, he still wrote 95%. So you know he had the talent to do it. That's different. Like since I'm gonna say his name, Drake.
Yes, that's where this came from. That's where it came from. He wrote the big hits.
I like Drake.
He wrote the big hits.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a fan of Drake. Because when Drake, everyone keeps forgetting that when Drake first came out, everyone was taking his hits and taking them. Like, Aston Martin Music was a Drake song.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these were Drake songs before he had a ghostwriter. So he has the talent. I don't have a problem with what Drake does. Not at all. Because he showed that he could do it beforehand.
I agree.
So that's the difference. Now, if it turned out that the Bull wrote everything,
which
like if the 90 was switched, and the Bull wrote 90 and Drake wrote only 10, then that's where the problem comes in. But if it's 60-40, you know what I'm saying? If you put in your own, it's still you. You're the brunt of what got you here. And then if you need help to, like, let's say it's a hurdle. You can't get over that commercial lane, but you did all the other work. Like you said, I don't have this song, but that's a hit. He wouldn't have been what he was without radio. If, let's say, Run wrote it.
Sure. That's
what started the game. Like, everybody had it. My radio believes me. Like, everyone was feeling it. If Run wrote that, but then LL came off that and wrote his own stuff after that, he still had that potential. He just didn't have that one hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different ear. It was a different way that Run might have heard it. That doesn't mean that LL couldn't have did it. Run already had it.
And I think, but I think what happens now in this day and age is that, okay, I'm trying to get on. I'm hungry. I listen to whoever.
Right.
I listen to Nicki Minaj, for instance, let's say, and I'm trying to get on, and I got a pen. I write something. This would be perfect for her. I write this to her. It's social media. I can get this record to her. She hears it. She can write. She hears it. Oh, that's cool. I like that. All right, cool. I'm gonna do that song. You know what I'm saying? She never would have thought of it.
Exactly.
And I think what happened with Quentin Miller is that this was his way to try to get on. And he was paid for his work. He was credited for his work. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, he's not that guy. He doesn't have the it factor.
Right.
But he can write. And that's his lane. Drake is the guy.
Drake is the guy. I agree.
You say Drake is not the guy. She don't know. She's listening, but she don't know.
You feel like, really?
I like Drake.
But
My thing, I mean, to each their own. To each their own. But I do like Drake, and I just feel that, you know, you have to own certain things. You have to hold yourself accountable for certain things. So don't portray something. And I'm like he said, I'm big on true to self. So just don't portray something that you're not. If you're gonna do it, do it. But there's a way to do things.
So you're saying, and we have had this debate as well. So the rapper must live the lyrics, or else it's not good.
I mean, not to each their own. Some people spit what they want to be, what they want to see,
right.
And some people spit a story. You got people that have a message, and then you have people that have a guideline that they just want to stick to. That's the difference between the message and, you know, the commercial of things. You know, you have the Nicki Minaj. Like, okay, Nicki Minaj, Rod Digger. Okay? Rod Digger, that's a story. You're going to catch that message. You're going to hear what she got to say. Nicki Minaj, she's an image.
Correct.
Okay? So
they doing two different things. They doing two different things.
You're going to see her before you hear her. Digger, you're going to hear her and see her. You have no choice. To me, those are different lanes. So with ghostwriters, you know, if that's what you choose to do, some people are meant to write.
Right.
They're meant to be heard in certain ways and not seen.
Correct.
Other people are commercial enough to be seen, but their story is really not being heard. They're just rehearsing the lines, reciting the lines.
And maybe they don't have a good story.
Right.
And maybe their life is not, maybe they lived a privileged life and it wouldn't be interesting to people.
Right.
And maybe they need to, you know, I think that hip hop, we limit ourselves and we put these unnecessary guidelines on us, our music. It only exists in hip hop. It doesn't exist anywhere else, these rules. So for instance, an R&B singer, and most hip hop people listen to R&B too,
yeah,
right?
Heavy.
For whatever reason, you know what I mean? You gotta be in the mood, you with your girl, you ain't gonna be listening to hardcore hip hop. It's just, you know what I mean? She ain't gonna be feeling it for the whole night. So at some point in time, you're gonna have to switch the vibe. Every R&B singer we listen to may have not been in love. They may not even be in love. Luther Vandross was singing to a guy in his mind, but it was promoted like he was singing to a girl because they was trying to sell it. So did we come back later and say, yo, this nigga ain't real, Luther ain't real? You know what I mean? No, we don't do that. We don't put those unnecessary. Beyonce don't write every song she sings.
No.
Most of the time, males write those songs.
Right.
Do we say Beyonce ain't real? She fake? No, we don't do that. Janet Jackson didn't write a lot of her songs. Michael didn't write all his songs. These are the greats. I'm on the top tier. We don't ever even think, if we say, oh, Janet is so fake, you know what I mean? We don't do that. But in hip hop, no writers, people gonna question. Michael Jackson is not questioned. He is the guy. He's that measuring stick. We don't question his writing, production, where the song came from, nothing.
You got this? Or
It's
you got
the
it?
presentation. To me, I feel like it's the presentation.
But he said I'm the king of pop.
It's also the arena that you're in.
Right.
I mean, like, I can write a song. It's commonplace to write a song for a hip hop artist or a pop artist or rock and roll artist.
Yeah.
Hip hop came from your where hip hop came from is you telling your story.
Right.
That's the basis of where it came from. So that's the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? So everyone is going to try to follow that, or you should, or shouldn't, because that's what we're talking about now. But the blueprint is that's your story. You know what I'm saying? When you heard the boom boom bap, it was on the lunch table. You said, what happened the other day? You ate them tater tots at the lunchroom. Like, that was your thing. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you on that.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel, and nobody explained it to me like that, even though I already knew that. But the way you said that, I get that. I get it. So you saying the essence is tell your story.
correct.
And at the essence, if you're not, I get that. That's fair. I get that. See, now when somebody puts a hole in my whole argument, I will admit it.
What day is today?
Today is Friday.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. So you say at the essence is violating the
code.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's
nothing.
fair.
It's not. Once you get to the commercial appeal of it, you're selling records. It's not the same thing. So Drake's like then it becomes the Michael Jackson effect. Like with Quentin writing for Drake, that's the Michael Jackson effect. Because you're trying to sell records. That's what the premise is.
Right.
So you can't. I don't think you can question a Drake or a Diddy, because the premise of you having him write that song or him writing the song and sending it to you is to sell the song. So that's different. But if we're talking about top dog, my bars versus your bars, or we're talking about or we're talking about the industry sides. Industry side, Drake's the man. I don't care, hands down. Drake got it. The chicks love him. The dude has bars. No matter what Quentin wrote, we've heard Drake before Quentin started writing. The boy got bars. We've heard him. Quentin ain't been writing the whole time.
Right.
Like let's keep it a beat. Quentin ain't been writing the whole time, and no disrespect to Quentin, but some of Drake's older stuff is better than his newer stuff.
Yeah.
When Drake was writing, in my opinion.
That's true.
When he was hungry. Exactly. He's to the point now.
That plays a big role though.
He plays a huge role. Because now he might not have the time to write that.
I'm sure he doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. But if we go bar for bar, like, all right, who's the best hip hop rapper? Then that's when it becomes different, because now it's bar for bar. It's my bar versus your bars. Are you better than me? Street mentality. Are you better than me? It can't be Drake if Quentin wrote that verse. Didn't say Quentin wrote any of his battle verses, because I don't think that Quentin did. But that's when it becomes a different question, because it's like my bars versus your bars, and now it's a three-way. You got a tag team partner. You see what I'm saying? So am I battling you or am I battling him? So should now, to eliminate everything, like should I diss Quentin and end all of that? You know what I'm saying? But I don't find anything wrong with having a ghostwriter for the business aspect of it. It makes sense. We all know how busy Drake is. Like, he's a busy man. We're in the business of selling a product.
I understand it, but at the same time, I mean.
And what story is he telling? This is about music. Music
is a story. What do you mean what story is he telling?
Popping bottles is not a story. Your stuff is a story.
What I'm saying is this. It is a story. It needs to be respected. There are elements that were created that still hold key to music, period. Yes, it's okay that things are expanding and things are growing. I get that. That's cool. We have a younger generation that they're not taught that, but at the same time, this is where you have a lot of kids becoming followers and not leaders, because instead of it being, okay, I utilized a person for their talent to make me commercial or sellable in certain ways, they're forgetting that this still begins with you. So my son,
shout out to KK.
Okay, my son has a whole book. He's 11. My son spits his bars. I can write whatever I want for my son if I wanted to. But my son's gonna tell his story that kids in his class understand. He's going to spit what he knows, what he breathes, what he lives. But he can also get here and go, Kiki, do you love me? He can do that too. I'm sorry. But that's the commercial part of it. You know what I mean? That's the commercial part of it. It's okay. However, don't forget where you come from. Hence my motto, hungry and humble. Because like you said, when Drake came out, he was hungry. They were hungry. They wanted this. They fiend for this. They went hard because they knew they had to give everything they had. Then it was, let's sell. Let's get money. Now you're not. Now you're giving a little bit of yourself away to become something else. And all I'm saying is, don't forget you.
I was on your side, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate now. And we're gonna go hard. No, real talk. Styles P. Bars. Because it's the reason I'm bringing them up. Styles P has bars. Jada has a more commercial appeal. If Jada wrote a song so Styles can have that commercial hit, is that wrong? Because we know what Styles does. It is what it is, hands down. But Styles like, yo, I need a hit. I can't do this underground stuff no more. I don't want to curse. And he was like, Jada, I need this hit. Is that wrong?
But he's owning that. He's not sitting here like, this is who I am. He's saying, yo, this is what it is. He's not afraid to say, yo, help me out. There's a difference in that. But that's just like Judah. Judah has us do what? Yo, I want you in the booth. Record. So we get busy. We're still sitting on massive music, regardless, because we're always working. We're always working.
I agree.
So at the end of the day, it's how hungry are you? How much, you know what I mean? How much do you want to be just you, or do you want to fall in a category where you become commercial? Anything is possible. It's how bad you want to do it that way.
Hungry can you get when you got millions and millions?
That's nice. Millions and millions. I can still go in the booth and take 5 minutes out of my time. You can sit on the toilet in 5 minutes and bust your story out.
Don't hit me.
What do you mean?
Don't hit me.
I'm just saying. You want to be commercial or not? Some people want to be commercial. Sometimes your story is a dope commercial. What's good? That was my story. It's still commercial though, because there is a whole lot of people feeling real petty, like, right. Bitch, what's good? So it's still my story because I was upset about something and I had a moment.
For those that don't know, What's Good is a bully song.
It was not a bully.
It's not a turn up song.
I was making a very.
It's not a turn up song. It's not like what's good, like hey, what's good. No, it's not a turn up song.
Yeah, because it seems like what y'all want to do, like what's up?
It seems like that. Yeah.
Is that what you was going for?
People talking that talk. Here I am. What's good? You don't set my name. You know what up? Now. It can be translated. Now, it's become a thing now. So everywhere I go, everyone's like, "Yo, what's good with you? What's good?" I'm like, this song is never going anywhere.
No.
But I was just telling my story, having my moment, and it became something that can roll commercial.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
You give a great interview.
All right, so we got something coming up.
Okay.
It's our show. What do you mean? Okay.
Y'all want to talk a little bit about the yeah. So there's an event coming up. Let's talk a little bit about that.
You want to start off?
You did everything for this event. Before we get started, Fire Nation worked so hard on this event, so I need to give her a big round of applause. She literally from top to bottom, she booked all the artists. She helped find everything. 84% of this show is because of her. Real talk. So we're grateful to be here right now. And she did it from Massachusetts too. That's crazy.
Which is crazy, yes.
Which is crazy.
So it goes down tomorrow night?
Yes, tomorrow night.
Talk your shit.
From 9 to 12, it's gonna be an all the way lit situation.
9 to 2.
4 corner block party, Baltimore, Maryland at Austin Lounge. I'm really excited about it. We got some hot artists coming in.
We really do.
Hot artists, local and outside artists. This is just the beginning of what's to come. But this was really this show signifies everything that artists feel we lost. We go into events and we get so upset about different things. We go and we want so much more. We require so much more. However, we continue to do the same things and get the same results. So this show was more, let's make our stand as underground artists. We don't like these things in events. put your money where your mouth is. Invest
Correct.
in yourself. So let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. We're gonna go. We're gonna put our money together. We're gonna throw our own show, and we're gonna put the work behind it. And we're going to make sure that everything that we don't like as underground indie artists doesn't happen with our show. We're gonna put our heart into this, and whatever we need to learn, we're gonna learn to build on it and become better at it. You know, we can sit here and complain, or we can make a difference. You know, a lot of people make excuses. We like to get the job done. So, you know, salute to the Four Corner Block Party.
I mean, to tell you what she said, exactly what she said is the reason why we did the show. Like, we were at a show. We were supposed to perform, and we flew to a different location. It wasn't a local show. And there was a lot that happened that should not have happened. And someone said that we all was like, we spent so much money to be here. We could have did our own show for all of this. And everyone says that. And it just clicked. It was like, you know what? Let's do it then. Like, we all saying we can do it. We talking about everybody that says they can do it and then they do it wrong. Let's show them a way that it can be done. Hopefully, it gets done the correct way. We put a lot into the show. Like I said, we didn't charge much for the artists to submissions. We gave artists 10 minutes to do whatever they want to do, to go hard, go ham. It's not just artists all night either. We got blocks of time that the DJ is just mixing so that you can network. Because who wants to hear, like, I love what I do. I love what he does, what she does, what y'all do. Who wants to go to an event and see nothing but performers? Everyone sounds the same after a while. So we did it. We had to mix it up for everyone to understand what we didn't like. Like, I don't want to go perform at 2 o'clock in the morning and the venue closes at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
That's like these are things that happen to us. So we were like, all right, we're going to try to find a way to not let this happen, but still put on a structured show because we understand the promoter side of it also.
Sure.
It was definitely a learning process.
Yes, it was.
A lot of work.
Yes, it was.
Shout out to the promoters. Shout out to the business aspect of things. It was amazing of a journey to learn. It's stressful.
No doubt.
It's a lot of stress. And, you know, you got to really have people that are willing to go through, I guess it's pun intended, go through the fire to really make a difference. And I had to do it. You know, so it took a lot of work. And now tomorrow we get to see it all come together. And I'm excited about that. I think all the artists are really excited. We all work together. We communicated great, you know, and we all agreed, like, this is what we were hitting for. Let's get it done.
Right.
So,
like, we actually have a chat.
Yeah.
Like, we made a Facebook chat
yeah.
that just the artists, so we can let you know what time you're performing, any questions you might have. So everything is discussed. We laugh in the chat. Yeah. Like, it's actually a community that we built versus you sending your music and just be there, just show up.
Right. We network with each other. Family.
Like, some of the cats performed down here with her. She performed down here a couple months ago, and some of the cats was at her show, and they killed it. So it's like, well, why not put them on? Like, and then word got around, and it's really, really gifted art, especially from down here. That's why we chose down here. It was a flood of artists from down here that I never knew about until we came in to perform. It was like, what? Like, they get it down here. Females, men, like, it's a lot of talent down here. Yeah. Because like I said, she's from Massachusetts. I'm from Philly. The other person from the event is from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? We could have did it in any one of them places. But we chose here because it was so much, like, it was, what, we did 2 events here? You did 3.
Yeah.
You did 3. It was a weekend and we just performed for the whole weekend. And to see how many artists really that did their thing, I can't say that I heard one trash artist the entire time I was there. And I was there for a whole weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And they show love.
And
Baltimore shows love. Yeah. Shout out to Baltimore.
Yeah, salute to Baltimore.
Man, they show love and they show it consistently. Like, they were like, hey, we like you at the show. Like, they're like, we like you at the show. We gonna hit you up on Instagram.
Right.
How you doing? We hit you on Facebook. Yeah, you know, we just want to say happy Monday. And it was like, wow.
So if it was anyone that deserved to have, like, because we're giving up $500 for this event.
Yeah, the crowd decides.
The crowd decides, I mean, for $500. So if anyone deserved for that to happen, we felt as though Baltimore. Like I said, I'm from a city, she's from a city, but the love that we felt in Baltimore and the hunger that was here in Baltimore when we was here was amazing.
Because the moment we put out the word, it was like, yo, what's up?
Bing, 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 yeah.
Yeah, they were in all the inboxes. Yo, we want in. What's good? And we were like, all right, let's do it. And now it's like, It's crazy. It's viral, and I'm excited.
Less than 24 hours away, close to like.
It's definitely gonna be a lit situation. So everybody who can, make sure you come out tomorrow.
Yeah, please do.
Night. It's going to be epic, and this is underground artists doing what we do best, raining.
So what time does the performances start?
The performances start shortly after 9. We got DJ Ace on the 1s and 2s, Baltimore's own. You know?
Baltimore's own.
So he's gonna definitely be rocking out, and we didn't name it Four Corner Block Party for nothing. We're gonna make sure it's a party. It's gonna definitely be a turn up, you know. And the artists they bringing the heat. They bringing the heat. So it's gonna be exciting, and you know we want that crowd in there. Everybody says they know good music. Bring your ear, bring your cards, bring your networking. You know, bring your skills, because you never know who's gonna be in these doors, and we're pretty known to have surprises with us all the time. So.
Yeah, we're performing also, which is going to be crazy.
That's good. That's good. So all this goes down at Austin Lounge, 414 East Baltimore Street. Yep. General admission $10. As you said, music by DJ Ace. Four Corner Block Party, 9 p.m. to 8 a.m.
And we need
everybody
there. We want they gotta work. We want them to work for that $500.
Right. Yeah.
We're not giving that up. We want them to come in there and feel like they really listen. They gotta bring it all or bring it, you know what I mean, all the way, because it wasn't easy to put it together. So it shouldn't be easy for them to walk away with that $500.
Right. No, not at all.
Some of the best ears. Bring your ears into this party with us and rock out and help us decide who gets this $500.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Before we get out of here, I definitely want y'all to plug y'all social media. I got some instrumentals sitting around. If y'all, I didn't know which, like, whatever, like,
trying to make this a competition.
You could let me know.
It was about to get so hip hop. Like, it was about to say, "What you? Oh, you try to flex though?"
Yeah, I was about to make it put his chest.
No, but I always got instrumentals on deck. Just in case, you know, he gets like, you know,
look at my charger.
Feeling like, but how can people stay up with y'all as far as social media and all that?
You gotta go first, because like you say it's so sexy. Watch how she say it. I swear to God, watch.
All right, you can find me on all social media sites. I'm the Firenation Flamez with a Z at the end, because I like to be different. Shut up. All my music, and if you feel the need to Google me, Google Lyrical Felonist, and I'll definitely pop up.
You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at M_A_LO. That's M_A_LO, which stands for Lights Out. You can catch me on Facebook at Bars by MAS with a Z, because I stole it from her. Real talk. Yeah, so right after, as soon as you did the interview, you was like, "What is Z?" I was like, "What?" Yep.
At least he gave you your credit.
I didn't ghostwrite that.
I'm gonna need that check for you.
You would need that check. But of course, again, it's the Four Corner Block Party going down here in Baltimore, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. tomorrow night. Austin's Lounge, 414 East Baltimore Street, which is right downtown. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I definitely want to salute y'all for coming down here and just showing the city love by bringing this event here. It's a wonderful event. I like the concept. I like the energy that y'all giving off, and y'all definitely true to the art form and all that. So I definitely salute y'all.
I might let 4 people in for free if you come my inbox fast enough.
Shh. The flames are hot. Don't try.
All right. So anybody else y'all want to shout out before we get out of here?
Definitely shout out GT Management. Shout out our team. 144,000
chosen few.
You know, definitely shout out you guys. RadioOnFire
shout out you guys heavy. This was really professional.
It means a lot.
Appreciate that.
Y'all really do the damn thing down here.
Appreciate that.
We'll come back down here for this anytime. This is a great experience.
Definitely, y'all definitely more than welcome.
It's a beautiful set.
We definitely have to bring some more things to you guys.
Yes.
I want to shout out to the 144,000 chosen few family, Judah Priest, Supreme the Resurrector, Father Time, my beautiful sis Firenation Flames, Her son, Khalil, salute to him. My daughters,
right.
Kayla and Yaya, who we actually do this for. Like, we actually battled on the phone with our kids one time. Rap.
What?
That's why when you say rap, that's why she said it.
Yeah.
Because her kids was like, her son was in the background, my son was in the background, my daughter was in the background, and she spit, and then I spit, and then her son was like, "What you mean? You ain't done, mom?" And then she had to go again. And then my kids was like, "Ho." It ain't over that. We went for like a half an hour.
The kids make us kind of go to war a lot. You know. So once the kids,
y'all gotta add them to the show. So that's a little more stuff.
Yeah, we should. That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
We can definitely set that up.
All right, so definitely.
Shout out Gang of Roses.
Ooh.
We definitely.
Yeah, don't want to forget that.
We got some new hits dropping right now. So salute to the Gang of Roses. Fit Me Fatalities out right now.
Salute.
Salute to 144,000 chosen few. The Swarm out right now. It's a lot more heat, and of course to our bros, SD the Weapon, who couldn't be with us tonight.
Who will be here tomorrow?
He will be in the building tomorrow, so we will see him, aka Mr. the Chopper. So.
Oh, Preem's video. Shout out to the Preem the Resurrected video that comes out today called Oh No Don't, featuring Judah Priest and this other hot artist that I cannot remember his name right now. I am so sorry. But the video drops today. The song is crazy. It's available everywhere along with Bucket List. Shout out my brother, the 8 Game, the Reptile. He dropped an album in, I want to say, May.
Yeah.
In May, which is crazy. Just go anywhere, 8 Game, the Reptile on all platforms. We have a really big family, so we try to salute all our family as much as we possibly can.
Everybody, all the followers, all the fans,
everyone. But salute y'all heavy. Like, we really appreciate y'all today.
We'll be back on
like,
Radio on Fire, definitely.
And we weren't even supposed to be here till tomorrow.
Yeah. We came a day early just for that. Yeah, we weren't even supposed to be there.
Glad y'all came. Definitely.
Shout out to management that didn't show up.
Oh,
a day early. Shot fired.
Take that out with him personally.
Fire told me to say it though.
All right, so we're gonna get out of here, take some pictures and all that, and as I said, the event is going down tomorrow, and we definitely want people to be in the building downtown, Austin's Lounge, right on the block, 414 East Baltimore Street, $10 general admission. It is going to be a event that you need to see. $500 giveaway for the best performance. So, you know, these people going to be trying to perform and get this money. All right. And so the people going to decide, and it's going down tomorrow night, Austin Lounge. All right. So we ready to get out of here? All right. So you got that ready? Okay.
Salute.
What was that?
This bullshit.